So I was relaying to someone about how hurt I used to be whenever I liked a person and they didn't like me back, and how hurtful it was, how I felt like I was used and dumped in that whole dynamic. And this person I was talking to was like, "Oh, why did you feel used and dumped? Did you guys have like any sexual relations? Did you guys have sex?" And without thinking about it, I was like, "Oh no, sex is not the only way I can potentially give myself away to a person. The way that I give myself out in a relationship, the way that people use me in a relationship, the way I allow myself to be used in a relationship is conversations, time, investing my time, investing my thoughts, investing, my ears for me to listen to, what is happening to you, investing my heart to your life, being concerned about your life, like investing emotionally to the other person is actually like how I give myself away, because it is a deep part of me. I know when people say they were used and dumped is always like when it comes to sex. But for me, for this person now, there was nothing sexual. The only thing we ever did was to hug. And those hugs were really great, by the way. Those hugs, oh baby, they were really great. And nothing intimate as the world would see it. But I had a lot of intimate moments with this person. At least from my own view, I don't know about them. I had a lot of intimate moments with this person when we spoke for hours, it felt like we were on the same wavelength on a particular topic, on a particular school of thought, when it felt like our hearts were merging together, when we were sharing our dreams, when it felt like I could talk to this person and they were listening, and they could talk to me and I was listening. When I invested my time every day emotionally connecting with this person, that was me giving myself away. And when I realized that the person did not like me back, I felt used and dumped. Because what happened to my time? What happened to the soul sharing we did? What happened to the merging of our souls? What happened to the way these conversations carried us through? What happened to the words that you spoke to me? What happened to the words that I spoke to you? What happened to the moments we shared? What happened to those intimate eye conversations we had? That because I've had a conversation with you, when you do something, I can already tell what is happening. What happened to those moments? It has taught me that, crisis happen for you to learn from it. Do not waste a good crisis. That's what Pastor Ayajani would always say. That whole thing made me realize that, oh wow, that I should be really careful when I am sharing my soul with people. Like when I meet someone that I think I like and I start talking to them and I'm really enjoying the conversation, I'm really enjoying the company, I should be careful about the kind of emotional connection I have with the person, especially if that person has not said anything about, being in a relation. Because why I do that easily for another person is because I like them and I feel like they would like me too, and we can be in a relationship, you understand? So it's a me thought, it's not a thought that has been confirmed between both people. It's a thought that I have because I'm crushing on this person, I like this person and I like their personality. So I want to emotionally connect with them because I deeply like them. So it taught me that you shouldn't be doing that, because whenever you do that and then you realize that this person is not feeling you the way you are feeling them, you become hurt, because now you feel like It's just like sex. When you finish having, that thing they say about having sex with somebody, and you have left a part of you in them, like you have left a part of your soul with them. In the Christian world, that the reason why you shouldn't have sex before marriage is, if you have sex with a lot of people, your soul and their soul map together. You understand? So you carry a bit of everyone wherever you go. You carry a bit of all of the people you have had sex with wherever you go. So you should hold yourself back, so that the only person that would have you that can share that thing with is your husband or the person you're getting married to. And I was like, this is tantamount to what I'm doing, to the emotional connection I'm making with all these people that don't see me the way that I see them. Because I go around leaving bits of myself with them, and they leave bits of themselves with me. And because safe spaces are always harder to come by, it's like once somebody presents themselves as this space where a person can be vulnerable, a person can unburden, a person can release their soul, a person can be listened to, they easily cling to that person. So because they are looking for a safe space, and you provided this easily for them, they cling to you. And then you start thinking that, oh, they like you. They don't like you. They just like the attention you are giving to them. They don't like you in that way, in that romantic sense. They might like you as a person. They would like you as a friend. But you see that romantic thing that your brain has already assumed, that's not what they're thinking. They're just grateful that they have a space to unburden. So that whole thing just taught me that, Chinwendu, you cannot go around leaving bits of yourself or collecting bits of people. Allow things flow naturally. Create boundaries. You cannot be talking to this person for hours, especially when you know where your mind is on that person. So I could speak for hours. Oh, that's a lie. Speaking for hours every day with a particular person. Conversations can make me fall in love with a person. Oh, I'm not even going to lie. That's like my Achilles heel. When someone exposes their mind to me, it's just like, like I listen to Vusi Tembokwayo, I listen to great minds, I listen to Chimamanda. So it's always appealing to me to see other people's minds. So that's a very big, attractive, seductive thing for me. People's minds and the way they speak and the ideas they have in the world. I love that a lot. So there are boundaries to be set. It's just realizing that you're this kind of person that when you emotionally connect with somebody and you realize that the emotional connection wasn't built on what you thought it was built on, you feel hurt. Do not emotionally connect with just anybody, especially with people that you have fantasies on, until you confirm that they like you too, or that they are seeing you the way you see them. Go all in. But if it's just something that is still, brewing, something that is still coming up fast, do not present yourself in that way. Right? I'm still trying to figure out a way to really put boundaries, because it's easy for me to talk. When it comes to sex is you're advised to be wise about it from the onset. With sex, it's something that we have painted to be very intimate. So there are a lot of advices around it. So you need to check the status of the person you're having sex with. You need to make sure that they're not carrying any STDs. You need to also do it in an area that is covered, in a bedroom. You need to, there's so much secrecy around sex. You can't just do sex outside. You can't just do sex anywhere. It needs to be a private thing. Conversations get to that place later on. But at the beginning, you don't even know that you're meant to shield yourself, or that you're meant to check the status of that person. You just jump in because it's conversation. You're just talking to the person. But then you forget that conversations are the things that stir something up in you. Conversations are the things that make you happy. Conversations are the things that make you attached to someone. You forget that. And because people don't see conversation as an intimate thing, you don't even see it as an intimate thing. You just jump into it. and start having like really deep conversations with this person. And as the conversations are going, you start stripping yourself. In the public, you can be stripping yourself while you're having a conversation with the person. You strip yourself naked. The other person also strips themselves naked, and it's later on that you realize that, oh, shoot, I just gave myself away. I just allowed this person enter into me or come into me like that. So if you're this kind of person, you need to be really careful. Be really, really careful. You don't just talk to anybody. Because talking to people is something sacred to your soul. So yes, some of us do not give ourselves away through sex. We do it by the time spent, the conversations, the emotional connections. That's how we give ourselves away in relationships.